Right, year three, welcome back. Today, or rather in this video, we're going to be looking at week 4, lesson 5 of our English. And for this lesson, we're going to be writing up our plan into our final published character description of Lila. Now, I've got two documents, or rather two pieces of work on the screen here, and I'll explain why I've got those. So on the right here, you can see I've got the plan, which I wrote up last lesson. Now here, I've got my final written up edition, and I've used this to help me. So for this one, I'm going to go through how I've used this to help me write this. Okay, so let's just read through our character description, or rather what we've written in our plan first. So I put short, scruffy, bright eyes, hands covered in soot, burnt fingers, fuzzy hair, mischievous looking. Now, for that appearance paragraph, we can read it over here. I've just included my appearance here. So let's see. Lila was a short, scruffy girl with eyes which shone like the moon. She constantly had scorched eyebrows, and her round, petite face was always covered in soot. Her hands were hardened and her fingers burnt, both a result from having such a fascination and love of fireworks. She had long, fuzzy hair and a mischievous grin which seemed permanently glued to her face. So we can see here how I've turned just those adjectives or those phrases we had here into this. Okay, I've added more detail. Instead of just saying she had bright eyes, I've said she has eyes which shone like the moon. Okay, and giving her scruffy appearance a bit of detail. So she's got scorched eyebrows, her face covered in soot, her hands were hardened, fingers burnt. Okay, we're trying to build that character, thinking of what she's like, when she's making these fireworks. Think about her appearance. Now, I'm going to ask you to pause in a second if you'd like to have a go at our quiz. Now, remember or rather, can anybody notice that first paragraph? I've done two things which I want to make sure that you do when you're writing your own character description up. Okay, if you could, or if you'd like to, pause it now, have a think. So those two things we can see here. I've used Lila at the start of my paragraph here, okay? Not every single line I've started is Lila. It's Lila was short and scruffy girl. Here it's like she constantly, her hands, she. See how we're changing our personal pronouns. Instead of just saying Lila constantly, Lila's hands, Lila had, we're changing it from Lila to her to she. Really important that you do that. When you're writing your character description, remember, you don't want to keep saying the person's name, okay? You want to vary it up by using different personal pronouns. In addition to that, we can see here, was, had, what are those words? Past tense, okay? Remember, when we're writing our character description, we're doing that in past tense, okay? So let's have a look at our personality that we've put for Lila. So Lila was a child with a personality as wild as her actions. Oh, rather, let's have a look at this first of all. So just have a read what we've got here. Mischievous, cunning, wild, kind, passion for adventure, loves fireworks, determined to be a firework maker. We've turned those phrases and words into this. So Lila was a child with a personality as wild as her actions. She was extremely mischievous and cunning. Oh, apologies, I forgot to tell you. So this paragraph here, I've merged Lila's personality with her actions. Now, the reason for doing that, instead of just listing off she's mischievous, she's cunning, she's I'm using these actions, which she does here, to try and explain her personality. Okay, so let's see. She was extremely mischievous and cunning and was always getting into trouble. From a young age, she had a taste for adventure, which was proved when she ran away on her quest to become a firework maker. Her passion for adventure was matched only by her love of fireworks. Her passion for adventure was matched only by her love of fireworks and her determination to become a firework maker. She had many friends and was always kind to others, particularly her friend Hamlet. So we can see here how these personality traits we've included that in this paragraph, but we've also used these actions to tell us why she's like that. So we said that she's wanted to go on a quest to become a firework maker. She's adventurous, she's determined, okay? So for this paragraph here, I've matched up the personality and action one, but again, you don't have to do that. If you'd like to do a separate paragraph for her personality and a separate one for her actions, you can do that. But this is just how I did mine, and I thought it was easier for me to say why she's mischievous. She's mischievous because, you know, she's always getting into trouble, okay? Now, how does Lila change? Now, this is my favorite paragraph, and I'll show you why. So here we've got dreams of being a firework maker from the start of the story, and she became sad when her father told her she couldn't be a firework maker. So I'm going to make this one large now, and we can just read through it. So how does Lila change? From a young age, Lila had always dreamt of being a firework maker. When she was younger, she found it sensational how fireworks were made and how these magnificent sparks came shooting out of these mysterious objects. As she grew older, she wanted to turn this dream into reality and become a firework maker. However, she was deeply saddened when her father forbade this. Eventually, after many struggles and perseverance, she followed her dreams to become a firework maker. She went on to invent a range of new fireworks, including leaping monkeys, tumbling dragons, Java lights, and shimmering coins. Now, we can see here, in fact, I'm going to go back to the previous way. So we can see here how those two things, or those two bullet points we put here about how she changes in the story, how we've added so much more detail to that. This paragraph was my favorite, which I wrote up because I was able to add so much more detail to it. I was able to say, you know, explain which fireworks she made at the end. I was able to sort of tell us a bit about her dreams and just sort of tell a bit more about her story as a character, okay? So this is how I wrote mine out. Again, you can see how I've included adjectives. I've not, every sentence here, again, we've not got Lila, Lila, Lila. We've tried to change it up here, okay? So I'm looking forward to seeing your examples. If you have any questions, you know, you can email myself or Miss Eugster or Miss Roche. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and good luck with your write-up.